What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Mike back at it again with another video. In today's video, if you couldn't tell by the title, we're going to be talking about Robinhood today, Robinhood options, and why exactly I stopped investing and basically stopped trading or stopped doing Robinhood options in general. We're going to get right into it. We're not going to waste any time. So let's jump right into the video. Let's go. Don't know, I make videos talking all about personal finance here on YouTube. So that means saving your money, investing your money, budgeting, credit card, everything relating to money. I got you covered right here on the channel. So if you're interested in that type of stuff, that type of content, then make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to see more of it. And that'll basically be that. So let's talk about options in today's video. So there's a short answer and a long answer to why exactly I stopped buying and investing and trading options on Robinhood and basically in general. It doesn't have anything to do with Robinhood. And the short answer is I kept losing money. The long answer is this video, because we're going to get into it. So back late last year, I actually made a video on my channel going over options. I had just recently learned options for myself, and I understood the basics of options and how exactly to go about my day and make money with options. And I also told myself I wouldn't make a video showing people how to actually make money with options or even show people how to actually use options and how to trade options and all that stuff without actually making any money for myself. So back late last year, I actually did an option trade on Tesla for about $5,000. That's a pretty crazy bet for something that I was just getting into, but I did an options trade on Tesla for about $5,000, and I ended up coming out of that option call that I played on Tesla positively by about $5,000. So overall, went in with about $4,800, came out with a little bit over $10,000. So definitely a solid trade there, and that honestly got me started with playing options or trading options on Robinhood. Now, since then, I've also entered a couple other option trades when it comes to actually calls, puts, and just new strategies, which I talked about in previous videos as well. But overall, I got a list here so I can actually know which ones I did. But overall, I just want to go down the list on a couple of options trades I did and how much money I made or lost from them respectively. So ticker symbol EBON or EBON. Overall, this was a bad trade for me. I lost about $500 on this trade. I was extremely bullish on cryptocurrency, and I'm still pretty bullish on cryptocurrency. This is actually a cryptocurrency mining company, but there were so many. We had Riot, we had Mara, we had so many different cryptocurrency mining companies popping up on the stock market. This was simply a trade that I just took some risk with, and I ended up losing $500 with. So there you go. That's just how it goes sometimes. It was just a bad trade on my part. It is what it is. Past that, we had ticker symbol SQ or Square. So Square is a little bit different, and all the ones I actually lost money on besides EBON all have one common thing, which I'll get to after I mention these. But Square, I ended up losing my money on Square. I ended up playing an option strategy for about $1,000, lost the whole $1,000 with Square. And next one up is Pepsi, ticker symbol PEP, I believe. This one actually worked out in my favor. I played this option strategy only in my Discord, so if you guys want to see when I do certain trades and stuff like that, only in my Discord, 100% free, link down below for that. But I ended up coming out on top with Pepsi for about $250. Ticker symbol AMC, this one, well, you guys know AMC. This one could have worked if the whole AMC debacle or whatever happened didn't happen. But overall, I ended up losing about $500 on this trade. But it could have worked out if Robinhood didn't do Robinhood things. Regardless, that's the past. We're in the present now. Past AMC, we have ticker symbol SMH. SMH also could have worked out for me long term, but it just simply didn't. Ended up losing about $800 on this option trade, and like I said before, all the ones I lost money on all have one thing in common on why I lost a lot of money on them. But overall, with SMH, if you guys don't know what SMH is, it's basically an ETF. They have a whole bunch of different stocks in there that cover a whole bunch of different chip makers, like computer chip makers like Nvidia, like Intel. I think they might have a little bit of Apple in there now since Apple is starting to get into the whole chip market, so that's pretty cool as well. Past that, we got ticker symbol NOK or Nokia. Overall, I'm up about $200 with this option right now. It's still in my portfolio, and it's a reason why I'm up with it, and it's also another reason why I'm going to keep it in my portfolio for the time being. But we'll get into that in a second, like I've mentioned before. Ticker symbol WBA or Walgreens. Also made about $500 from this one. Didn't lose any money on my options trade on Walgreens. I overall played it. I think it was at like $36 or $40 a share, and I bought an option call on it. It rode up to about $50, $60 a share, and I obviously sold the call, made my profits, went about my day. And last one is ticker symbol BLOK or Block. This is a whole bunch of different stocks. This is another ETF. Whole bunch of different stocks in there that cover the entire fintech industry. So we got ticker symbol Square in there. What else we have? We have PayPal in there. Stocks like that. Ticker symbol MSTR, which is MicroStrategy, which overall has tons of different Bitcoin. I mean, I think they actually own the most Bitcoin of any publicly traded company as far as we know on the stock market. But regardless, Block is on there as well, and I made about $800 from my option trade on Block. And of course, the biggest one of all, my Tesla trade, I made about $5,000 from that particular option trade. But like I said before, which ones I lost the money on, or all the ones I actually lost the money on, there's one particular reason why I lost money on those options, even though I was 100% bullish on those particular options when I actually went into that trade, and I still 100% believed in those options, even though I lost the money on them. And that one single reason is time. So if we go back and look at the losing trades, besides eBond, then we have Square. I basically ran out of time with Square. Square actually ran up after my option expired, of course, and once it ran up, obviously I would have made my profits back, but overall it didn't run up in time, so overall I lose out, and that was $1,000 gone down the drain. It is what it is. AMC, if I held a longer AMC option, of course I would have made a lot of money from it long term, but overall at the time it made more sense for me to go ahead and get a 2-week option on AMC, because it would have been pumped if the whole Robinhood thing didn't happen. But it is what it is. That was more of a risky bet, but regardless, if I had more time, would have been fine on AMC as well. SMH, the same thing goes. All the same, definitely going to go up, but overall, ran out of time. I only had the option for about 6 or 8 months out, and if I had it out longer, maybe a couple years, maybe a year, maybe 2 years, I would have been fine on that option as well and actually made some profits from it. On top of that, I think my strike price was a little bit too high, but overall, I would have been fine if I just had more time on that particular option. After SMH, what else do we have? Those are basically the biggest losers. I played other options, but only lost about $20-$40, so they're not really that big a deal to me overall. But I have other option trades as well. So if you guys are interested in seeing all of my options trades, definitely make sure you check out the Discord, 100% free, link down below. We talk about everything personal finance in there. But either way, time was the main reason why I lost money on those particular options trades. Those high conviction option plays that I knew 100% would go up. I just simply didn't have enough time. And if you're not aware of trading options on the stock market, this is known as Theta Decay. The term theta refers to the rate of decline in the value of an option due to the passage of time. It can also be referred to as time decay of an option. This means an option loses value as time moves closer to its maturity, as long as everything is held constant. So overall, the longer you actually have an option play open, is the more money you'll lose on that particular option, all the way up until its expiration date, where it'll be worth nothing depending on what the stock price is and what you decide to bet and the strike price and all these other factors. But overall, the longer you have the option, the less money you're going to receive from it because of theta decay. Now, as you guys know, if you're subscribers of the channel, you guys know that my Robinhood portfolio is a dividend and growth portfolio. So overall, I have a lot of dividend stocks and just general growth stocks in my portfolio. And this doesn't really relate to something that builds fast in a matter of a couple of days. This is something that you have invested for a very long time, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. And overall, in that long term, you have a lot of money. You'll build up a lot of money over that long term, through compound interest, through dividends, and other ways to make money. Me simply playing options on Robinhood was something I was just doing out of my personal trying to have more fun type of vibe. But all in all, that is the plan for my Robinhood portfolio. It is a dividends and growth portfolio where every now and then I will play some options. So now that I know exactly what my problem is when it comes to trading options on Robinhood or just trading options in general, I can go ahead and improve on that because I know exactly what the problem is, and the problem is time. So overall, if I had more time on all those trades except for one particular trade, I would have been just fine. So that is my new strategy when it comes to playing options on Robinhood, and honestly any other platform I decide to play options on, which I might actually do my options on Doe. It seems like a pretty nice platform to do options on. But regardless, my strategy is to go ahead and play options long term, just the same way I play stocks. Generally speaking, you can only play options up to about 2, maybe 3 years out. So that is pretty much what I want to do. I want to play options as far as I can go. But when you go ahead and try to do something like that on Robinhood or any other platform, you have to pay more of a premium to get into that actual option play, because you're giving yourself more time for your actual investment to grow long term. So if the stocks actually pop off in a couple of months, maybe 6, 7, 10 months or something like that, I can go ahead and sell that option and be all good to go. But if I overall get into an option play that lasts about 6 months and the stock doesn't actually pop off for 7 months, then I have the possibility of losing 100% of whatever I invested into that particular option play. Overall, you can sell before the expiration date, but generally speaking, I like to actually see my things through. And overall, like I said before, I only would have missed out on one single trade. All my other trades were fire. So overall, I would have been fine if I had more time. simply didn't. So that's my new strategy. We're looking for undervalued companies or undervalued ETFs, or if a whole market crash happens again, I'm just going to go ahead and buy a whole bunch of long-term options on those undervalued stocks that I believe are undervalued in my personal opinion. And I mean, I've been pretty successful with it before as far as picking those particular stocks, finding out what I like, and being good to go. So that's the new strategy when it comes to that. And I still have stocks on my portfolio to this day that I think are undervalued. I think Disney's undervalued. I think AvePoint's undervalued and stuff like that. So all in all, I can play long-term options on those particular companies. Disney, I'm pretty sure, is pretty expensive. AvePoint's not too bad, but who knows with the way this market's going. I mean, AvePoint's up and down every other day. But regardless, I have undervalued stocks in my portfolio that I would love to play 2-year options on, just to take a little bit less risk off my shoulders and overall give me more peace of mind when it comes to actually trying to play an option long term versus trying to play it maybe 3, 4, 5 months out and just losing my investment 100%. And I'm not really a fan of losing money, at least not like that. It's overall, it's not fun. I don't think anybody really likes losing money. So, you know, that's the new strategy. That's what I'm going to be doing with options going forward on my portfolio. Overall, will I still be playing some short-term options, maybe a month, maybe a couple weeks out? Yes, but overall, I won't be betting that much money. At most, I'll probably bet at most maybe $300-$400. That's probably the most I'll bet. But as far as long-term options that I really have high conviction about, that I really do believe in these companies, these stocks, which all of the ones I had listed, I did. eBond was the only one that didn't work out. I'll bet a lot more money, especially if it's a long-term option play. But obviously, that's going to cost me more money because I have more time for my investment to grow. But you guys already knew that. So there you guys go. That's my new option strategy. That's what I'm going to be doing for Robinhood and whatever platform I decide to buy options on. And that's pretty much it. That's why I stopped buying options or stopped trading options. But we're going to get back into it. Now, one thing I want to mention is that doing this obviously costs a lot more money. So don't expect me to go ahead and just buy 2-year option calls on Apple, Disney, Square, all these great companies, because they're going to be expensive, really expensive. I'm sure a 2-year option on Tesla right now, and I'm still extremely bullish on Tesla, is really expensive. So some things they're just not going to work like that. But overall, it is what it is. That's my overall plan. And if I can do that, save up enough money just to have I might just make a whole separate options portfolio. That's what I might do. Just maybe Doe will just be used. If you guys don't know Doe, you can sign up with my link down below, get a free stock. But on Doe, maybe just go ahead and get all options, just move them on over to Doe, except for my Nokia one. I'll just keep it on Robinhood because it's just sitting there. But the Doe, any new options, I'll go ahead and do on Doe and just be all good to go. Doe, all good to go. Yeah, I made it rhyme. Yeah, I'm still a clown. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. That's all I had to really say about options. That's my new strategy as far as options. Make sure you check out some of my previous videos. I'm pretty big on dividend investing, so definitely check out my dividend investing videos. All my other videos, I drop videos basically, multiple videos every single week. So definitely check out the channel if you're interested in stuff like this. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button to see more content like it. Check out the links down below. Links down below will get your free stocks, free cryptocurrency, and free other stuff like money back and gas, or 100 free tickets with Yada Savings, probably the best savings app that you'll ever use or ever even heard of. I have videos on that as well. Check out the Patreon as well. I have one patron right now, so 100% shout out to you, Harris Melberg. I appreciate you every single day. And if you would like to see more videos, any videos in particular regarding personal finance, let me know down in the comment section. I'll take note of it and get some notes going so I can make a video talking about it for you. And that's pretty much it. I mentioned the Discord. Discord's free. And that's it. Oh, merch. Yeah, I got merch. So if you want to buy this t-shirt, you can buy this t-shirt. Link in the down below for that as well. This t-shirt and other t-shirts all on the website right now, all live right now. More merch coming soon. I have tons of different ideas for merch, and I think hoodies are next. So hoodies and hopefully hats. I'm trying to get a supplier for hats because it's actually really hard to get some hats. But hats, hoodies are they're pretty much set in stone, so they're coming. More designs are coming, and hats are on the way. I just have to wait for suppliers to get their act together, and we'll be all good to go. So thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. Stay safe. I'm out. Dollar Mike. Peace.